Take these 12 condoms. Sleep with 12 men. Your wealth will begin with their fall. But be warned. These are no ordinary condoms. Each one carries a curse and a reward. In the heart of the dusty town of Oritokoko, tucked between rustling cassava fields and rusted zinc-roofed houses, lived a girl named Iridi. She was unlike the village maidens known for their brown skin and they way the look. Iridi was a beautiful girl, but what confused people the most was her figure. She had the type of curvy, exaggerated body that resembled women who had done BBL in Lagos. Massive hips, thick thighs, tiny waist, yet was poor and smells like smoke all the time. People often joked, "Nah BBL way Miss Road enter bush." But what made villagers talk even more was her body. Strangely sculpted, like a clay figure made in haste. She had hips that swung as though her bones had forgotten how to align with her spine and a backside that made passers-by pause. Not in admiration, but confusion. Some swore she looked like someone who had done BBL in the city and forgot to finish the healing process. The men in the village market would chuckle under their breath. Women whispered and warned their daughters, "Don't let your spirit be as crooked as Iridi's back." She sold roasted corn by the roadside, her hands always stained with charcoal and her clothes reeking of smoke. Each day, she sat beneath a shriveled mango tree, fanning the flames of her small grill and watching life pass her by. Every day under the hot sun, with her charcoal-blackened fingers, she flipped corn and tried to smile at customers who barely looked her in the eye. Some would buy and walk away quickly. Others would laugh and say, "This one no go Mario." The insults, the mockery, they never stopped. But what hurt more than words was hunger. She could barely feed herself, let alone save. Since the tragic day her parents and 2 younger siblings were wiped away in a motor accident on their way to visit a sick uncle in Ilorin, Iridi's life had collapsed like soaked Gary. She had no one, nothing. Just the firewood she carried every morning and the tray of corn that earned her barely enough to eat. Every night she lay on her raffia mat and cried quietly, staring at the zinc roof, wondering if the God she heard about in church had simply forgotten her. But one day, she sat under the mango tree behind her thatched room and muttered to herself, "This life no balance. I cannot continue like this." She had seen too much suffering. Too many people living soft life on Instagram, buying wigs, flying to Dubai, popping champagne. She too wanted to be a baddie, even just once. So she made up her mind. She needed power, wealth, and if God no gree answer her, she would try another route. That same week, she took a long walk through the bush path to meet Baba Agui, the feared Babalawo who lived near the edge of the forest. People said he could change a person's destiny for good or for ruin. When Iridi reached his compound, dogs barked and the smell of herbs and blood filled the air. Baba Agui sat cross-legged, his face covered in white chalk, cowries dangling from his neck. "My daughter," he said without looking up, "you don't suffer." Tears filled Iridi's eyes. "Baba, I'm tired. I want to be rich. I want to live like those girls in movies. I don't care how, just make it happen." The man stared into his calabash of water and nodded slowly. "You are ready." He disappeared into his hut and returned with a small black pouch. From it, he drew out 12 condoms, each one tied with a red thread. He handed them to her. "These are not ordinary," he said. "You must sleep with 12 wealthy men. Before you do, switch their condom with one of these. Their seed will activate your wealth. But know this, until you complete the 12, bring the used condoms to me and I will make you as rich as you can ever imagine. And for each man you sleep with, there will be a consequence." Iridi's hands trembled as she took the pouch. "What kind of consequence?" The old man's eyes were sharp. "That's not your concern. You asked for wealth. This is the price." The journey began. She left Osentito and traveled to cities Ibadan, Lagos, Abuja. She reinvented herself, wore heavy makeup, borrowed wigs. Her body already attracted attention.